This is Jim, the Keys bartender, coming to you for episode 94. 2 in 1 day. We're here from the Catch Restaurant here in Key Largo. Once again, still in happy hour, 3:30 to 6:30 Monday through Friday, with great deals on drinks and happy hour food. Great specials all week. And just a reminder that our 100th episode is coming up in just 6 episosts.
There we go.
I tried to time out. The only reason we're doing 2 episodes today, Bill, is because I want to get it an average to that August 22nd.
We want to get
Wednesday.
it right there at the right time.
Wait, are you still there?
Yeah, we're still there.
Oh, good. Okay. And today, the second episode is called Cucumber. Read into it what you will, you filthy bastards. You filthy bastards, listen
There we go.
to this show. But we just put cucumber because I wanted it would be too long to say, is that a microphone in your pocket, or you just have
So that's an upgrade from carrots, but you're not quite yet to kumquats, right?
Haven't got the kumquat.
Kumquat, you know what? If you're looking at kumquat, it's not the image of a cucumber. I just don't get.
I got
it's
a horrible
play on words.
Yep.
But
I got a horrible lobster joke.
I like using visual items on a non-visual medium.
Yep. I got a horrible lobster joke, but
Let's
this
hear
isn't
it.
the place to tell it.
There you go.
Okay, this
Max
Tony
Silvel,
the
man.
Keys,
Go ahead.
Undertaker. Let's hear it.
Do you really want to hear it?
Is it really bad? Is it?
Somebody died in it.
Okay, that's all right. Is it?
That's fine, as long as it's amusing.
Sexist or racist?
No.
Okay,
It is about sex.
Okay, that's all right.
So apparently, I guess this is a fetish or something like that. But they
There's some weird shit going on out there.
the coroner was called to this woman that passed away, and she was in her bathtub. And so when they went to pick her up out of the bathtub, they picked her up out of the tub, and one of her legs fell open, and all these larva-looking things fell out of her hoo-ha hole. And
Her vagina.
yes.
Out of her pussy, man.
Yeah. So
Okay, I said vagina.
So then they had to start doing some investigation. And in the trash, they had found a lobster with a burnt face, like somebody held a lighter to its face. So they turned on her TV, which had a DVD in it that had some kind of fetish porn on it. And it was about a woman that had stuck a lobster's tail in her hoo-ha hole.
Snap.
And held a lighter in front of its face, which apparently makes the lobster's tail move. So,
Oh, yeah, that's kind of kinky.
really?
yeah. So apparently it
Was
just
this Martha Stewart?
no.
Oh.
It just so happened that that lobster was pregnant and about to lay eggs,
Oh.
which it did inside her, and she herself was getting close to
Incubator.
her period and incubated the lobster eggs because they had determined it had been about 3 days to a week since she had burnt the lobster's head. And they,
Florida lobster or Maine lobster?
I think it was a Maine lobster.
Yeah, the ones
You have
with
to wonder
claws.
about the claws.
Were there any hybrid human lobsters born?
No, they
No.
didn't make it past the larva state.
No
But
Dr.
they
Zoidbergs.
grew so much that it put so much pressure on her that she actually suffocated and died from bowel impactment in the tub. She thought she was having a bowel movement issue, so that's why she got in the tub
Holy
to
shit,
loosen
are
it
you
up.
kidding me?
No, but this really happened.
Wow.
No,
So
there's some
instead
weird
of
shit.
rock lobster, she had a shit lobster.
But you brought up the cucumber thing, so I had to lead into it, especially since we just got out of lobster mini season.
There you go.
Well, there's
What,
certain things that are meant to be inserted into
I'm
people.
I'm not going to be one of those guys that look down.
Wanna be?
That is a fascinating story. That's a fascinating story. You heard about the scrotum self-repair story.
Yes, yes.
Scrotum?
The scrotum self-repair. You heard that one?
No.
The guy's in a factory, and during lunch break, and this is from the New England Journal of Medicine. If you Google it, listeners, you will find it. It's from the 90s. What happens? The guy would take his penis out and put it up against the canvas drive belt and masturbate on his lunch break. And one time in the throes of ecstasy,
What the fuck is a canvas dry belt?
He loses his attention, and he
I don't
gets
know.
caught up into the rigging or the pulleys, and it rips out one of his nuts.
Little boys.
Testes.
And then, after he does it, when he takes an industrial stapler and staples it, within a couple days it becomes infected.
Oh,
He goes
imagine
to the
that.
emergency room. You heard this one, right? It gets infected. But it wasn't it wasn't, you heard it? It existed. And the guy did it. Oh, you heard it here?
It's almost as
Marianne
bad.
Warren, we're going to have to swear in. Can you pass
That's
the
almost
microphone to
that's
Marianne
almost as
Warren?
bad as the guy that gave him his
I
own
gotta hear this.
self-assist.
Marianne Warren, come in here.
I can't remember exactly where I heard about that, but I did hear about that.
No, it was in the New England Journal of Medicine. But it's a guy came and he stapled his scrotum
Back together.
back together after he lost his
With an industrial stapler.
with an industrial stapler. Well, come on, is it really a big deal once you made the decision that you're going to staple, whether you're using a desk stapler or industrial stapler?
Yes.
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 There's a huge difference.
No, you're in trauma. You're experiencing trauma anyway. You're taking a stapler to your nutsack.
Yeah, one's going to kick a lot harder than the
Wow,
other
you
one.
got the
Casey,
meat
you're in
lump,
shock.
man.
You could take a nail gun to that at that time.
You're not going to feel anything
So
different.
would you call it
that's
a
for sure.
nail gun?
A nail gun.
A
Or
nail
ever
gun,
again.
because
Nail
he's
gun.
using it
Probably
to
not.
sew up his balls.
Okay, well, that was.
What if he was to use a
that was
Singer
just my
sewing
counterpose
machine?
to that. But I want to thank Marianne Warren for being here because she just did we talk? We spoke originally, and I think she got insulted because. I asked
Orgy
about her
originally?
trip. Originally about her trip, she did a. How long was your bike trip?
And let me clarify that. You never insulted me.
You tripped on a bicycle?
I tripped on a
Far out.
bicycle. Yeah, it kind of sounds like it. No, I did a bike trip
Yes.
from San Francisco to Los Angeles, 551 miles.
How many
And
people drove by you and went, get the fuck off the road, you goddamn
it's
bicycle?
during. This is
It's San
during an
Francisco.
event.
They probably don't
There
speak
was
like
an
that.
event, and
They
there
would have
were
had a much higher pitch accent.
Thousands of people, probably.
There were 2,000 riders
2,000
Oh,
riders.
shit.
and then another 700 volunteers. It was an amazing event, and it was like a love fest. It's how the world really should be.
It was to promote giving weed to babies.
So was you driving
You know
on,
that? That's
what?
an amazing event. To give
What
the
was
babies
the highway?
right to have weed.
It was down the Pacific Coast Highway.
Marianne,
The 101?
Was that it?
It was actually
To
there's a
allow
couple.
babies to have weed.
No, it was actually a fundraiser for AIDS. Yeah,
Oh my
yeah,
God. I
it
guess
really
I
was.
should've Asked that question before.
Hey, AIDS patients
for
use a
AIDS?
lot of weed.
I'm against AIDS.
It's
You know what?
actually
I am not for AIDS. You know what? Screw you, Marianne. I'm against AIDS. How about you? Are you against AIDS?
Hey, man, it's your God, man. You're the
Are
Catholic.
you for AIDS? Oh, you're for AIDS.
So-
I'm against AIDS. I'm making a personal stance. I'm against AIDS.
Okay,
I
so-
just look at it as natural
I
selection.
know. It's a fight against AIDS, you men.
what it is actually a fundraiser that raises money for different treatment centers, which they do clinical research, and they have certain treatments that have more or less been the major contribution for the fighting of this
For
horrible
example,
disease.
Magic Johnson's
It's
still
amazing
alive.
The strides they made in the treatment of people that have HIV or whatever they want to call it. You can have HIV or you can have the AIDS virus or whatever.
AIDS,
stuff like
no,
that.
no,
but
see,
now it's not a death
HIV
sentence. It's
is-
not
Well,
a-
it is.
Well, yeah, one's a carrier and the other one's actually.
Is the disease.
No, but
Exactly.
whatever.
AIDS
way,
is the
that
acquired
it's not
immune
a death
deficiency
sentence.
thing.
It's not a certainty of being a death sentence anymore.
It
For the
isn't.
People that are.
Whereas
are
HIV is a human
And what's really important
virus
about it
thing.
for individuals who may not be affected with this specific virus is it's a viral infection. And the treatment that they use can be used on every disease that's going to affect everyone regardless. Plus, you'd be surprised how many. It's not just homosexual; it's heterosexual individuals that are infected with it.
Well, it doesn't matter.
It's
and,
it's
and
not.
also,
A human's a
it's
human.
also
Well, all
fighting
joking
against
aside,
the
it's actually
HPV
really-
virus too.
All joking aside, it's actually really good because about 10 years ago, if you would have had a very similar fundraiser like that, because I went to one, we had some friends in the funeral industry that started a very similar fundraiser, and we got shamed for going and trying to raise
Why?
funny. So we were in Pensacola, which is the Bible Belt, and 10 years ago, they still felt that
They
AIDS
still feel that way.
was a homosexual disease. So,
It's even
when I went to
worse
funeral
now.
college, a friend of mine whose father received a blood transfusion.
There's a funeral
And
college?
got AIDS
Yes, there's
from
a
a
funeral
blood
college.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Hold on. We'll talk about this. I'm going to bookmark this moment.
Okay.
There's a funeral college.
Yep.
We're going to ask about that.
His
Okay.
father died in
There's
like
more and more.
89 from AIDS from a blood transfusion, and the funeral home that his father went to refused to allow him to have an open casket service because back then they didn't
The
know
fear.
much about it and they
The
were
fear.
fearing it. So they only allowed him to do a direct cremation, no one touching it. So it's actually great that they've come a long way now understanding how it is contagious, how it works, because during my time in college, that was what he spoke about when we had to do these giant lectures, is how the impact of AIDS has happened to people that, they don't understand it, I guess is a way to put it. So
I imagine.
Yeah.
I imagine that with
Men have always had fears, man, and mankind has always blamed shit
Okay.
on somebody for something.
Well,
oh, God hates us for this, man. When
Oh.
the bubonic plague broke out, oh, God hates us
Well,
sinners. Oh, you're heathens, and and that's how stupid human beings really are.
That-
No, but let's get back to the AIDS thing. Not
That's what
only
I
is
mean.
it applicable to that, it's also applicable so when people are in chemo treatment, that their immune system's attacked, that the developments they have in those, and I believe it's just defeating AIDS and learning how the human immune system works and how we can fight these things, help against cancer, help against any type of thing, influenza and things like that.
And that's what's so important about like fundraisers like I did. The AIDS Life Cycle, they raise $16 million for one ride. That's that ride that I did this summer in June, raised over $16 million. And what the money went to was for the clinical studies and research, which was able to put all that together because it goes to the treatment centers and they actually they're there with the patients and they can actually do the studies, they can do the research, and they send it directly to the CDC.
A lot of times that people make light of these rides, these AIDS walks, these cancer walks, but that's a significant amount of money that they raised. But even a small amount of money, when it's raised, raises awareness of what the problem is, whatever it is, and it brings people of all different beliefs and political backgrounds or understandings together and say, you know what, we are a big one human family. Were you going to say something?
Not to
Tony?
railroad her conversation, but 5 years ago to now, 5 years ago I met a gentleman that had AIDS, and the medicine he was on, it was a choice. He would end his life through AIDS or end his life through the medicine. So the medicine that they were giving them back then, when you actually had AIDS, it would destroy your kidneys, it would destroy your liver, you had to go on a very weird regimen to take the medication. So they've actually made a huge step from where they were 5 years ago to where they are today. Instead of making people choose between dying from AIDS or dying from kidney failure and liver failure, they actually now are extending people's lives that have the disease.
Well, I
or the virus.
recall people would die of almost like drowning in their own. I won't get into details because our friend here is eating right here. But you're drowning from almost pneumonia.
Well,
pneumonia. That was the thing.
It's not just pneumonia. So what it is the way the virus works is it attacks your immune system.
Yeah.
So you are susceptible to anything. So it could be pneumonia, which is the most common one.
Prevalent.
But it could be any common cold. It could be liver failure. It could be anything because it suppresses your immune system. So depending on how your lifestyle is after you contract the virus, that pretty much would determine how you die. But yes, pneumonia is
Mine
the
would
most
be
popular
liver
one.
failure.
Well, no, and then
I
you
think
have
that'd be all
other
of us.
diseases that
Not Marianne.
where the body attacks.
Give me
itself.
another rum and coke, baby.
Like leukemia is an example where the body attacks itself. Is that somebody's fault? Did you catch that? No, it's nobody's fault. Alzheimer's is another thing. It attacks people.
Well, I know viruses
You know?
and diseases and disorders.
I'm saying
I don't think it's fault. I mean,
I think
obviously-
AIDS has been around
obviously
for a
you're-
long time. It just was not identified.
If you're
Correct.
a
it took them
cartographist,
years
you know what a
and years
cartographist
to
is?
identify.
Well, they had a
I want-
case
I want to explain it
that
to you.
they
And
went
you should-
back afterwards.
No, listen to
So, they have the first documented case in the United States, but like 5 or 10 years after the first documented case, they actually went through somebody else's blood and tissue samples from the early 80s, late 70s. They
It was late
determined
70s,
they
yeah.
determined that kid actually passed away from AIDS.
And
they
then
just
they
didn't know what it
traced
was
all
back
the way
then.
to Africa, which actually occurred in the 50s.
Well, they suggest
there's-
that it was the Belgian in the Belgian Congo. But
I don't know. I've never been
it's
to the
kind of
Belgian
slightly
Congo,
reminiscent,
man.
and I'm torn right now because the conversation's going down a dark hole.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
Dark hole.
No pun intended. I knew you were going to say that. That's why I said no pun intended. Let's lead it off that back to the track of that. We are supportive of supporting causes that fight these dreaded diseases and disorders and anything that occurs. When we
According to my mom, I was a dreaded disease myself.
it is okay. Well, I don't want to get too dark. Oh, he came in.
I was
Bill
trying.
came
I
in.
was
He
trying to
thinking
think of
having
a
cigar
comeback for
outside,
that
and
one,
he just
Luke,
told me it
but
was
I
too
just
dark.
couldn't get one.
Man,
It's
that was
not too
just an
dark.
open door, you know?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm
It
from West
sounds,
Virginia,
pretty
man.
good.
My family tree goes straight up.
Yep.
What's this?
So there's all kinds of diseases that come from, a straight up and down family tree.
Oh, okay. It's an interesting.
Actually, I was supposed to be
theory.
a Downs baby. My mama was 42 in 1964.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I was supposed to be a Downs baby. So. And actually, she had a couple of stillborns before me.
Yeah.
So if you count all of us, there was
You're
6
just
of
having
us that
something
made
on your
it to
spout right
birth.
now, Luke.
And there was only 4 of us that made it very long after that.
Oh, okay.
And my oldest sister died first.
Oh, 2 kids. Okay.
Wow.
Okay. Traditional.
Is it time for me to do this song?
No, not yet. We have a good friend of mine here. Where you're not going to sing that song. It's not a song I want him to sing.
Oh, I got another song I can do.
Is it not involve a female body part?
Every single one of my songs involve female body parts.
Okay, let's not sing it.
Are
Right
are you
now-
trying to protect my
Hey,
virgin
you're the one that
ears?
said you wanted to get out of the hole.
No, I don't think it'd be appropriate right now. We could do it, and you know what? On August 22nd, I will provide a definitely venue for him, for Luke to sing those songs.
We will
What's
bring
happening
the
on
car.
August
Bill's gonna
22nd?
come and help me
What's
write
on
a
all?
drum
Oh,
track
that's
for
your
it.
There you go. Oh,
your
good one.
anniversary.
Episode.
And
Oh.
bass line and stuff.
It's interesting. Yeah, and
No, it's not.
you've
It's
been,
for
you've been
oh
a
wait,
very
we're
good
gonna
friend
come.
to me,
We're
Gary,
gonna.
and I appreciate that.
I got actually
You've been
2 of them that we need
understanding
to tag
and
together.
Dude, we need
friends
an
don't
accordion
necessarily
for
have
that
to
one.
Understand. They these guys.
I got
are,
Okay,
we
I
have
got
accordion?
the recording. I haven't mixed it down yet. You have to hear the.
Okay.
Are we going to play? Maybe we can get a recording.
Oh, yeah.
And replay our International Women's Day, and where Luke sings "I Love P." USSY.
Because I like to eat pussy like put it in my
Okay,
face.
no, that's
like,
not. No. There's a lady right here, though.
Oh, and Jen's sitting here too.
Yeah, I know, but she's
I know.
not on the microphone.
And
That's
it
okay.
doesn't matter. I sing that out of total respect
No, I
and
understand.
love.
I understand.
Luke, you need to be
I
a
really
gentleman
do.
now. Be a
I
gentleman.
really
Luke,
do.
Luke, hey, listen. If it was a big deal,
I
we
love
just
women.
all we do is turn off your mic, but we don't. Nah. You know why? We have respect for you.
It's a love
Well,
song.
like I said, man, I
It's
have
a
more
love song.
respect
Did I ever
for women than anybody.
cut it off?
It's a love
Ever
song.
say cut it off?
No.
Actually, he did. I think
know.
we could play that
Love
episode
song.
back, and he was
No,
like, "Oh, turn it off."
no. What I said, it was the International Women's Day.
And if you're
that we
sitting at
thought
a
it
bar,
was.
if you're sitting at a well, okay, International Women's Day, that was a little
International Women's
inappropriate.
Day, I thought it was. I would like to end it slightly differently.
If you're sitting at a bar at 2:00 in the morning and that's the closing song,
Well,
okay,
no, it doesn't matter.
that's great.
Well, no. Even at that time, as long as what I wanted to show that we made an effort and it didn't really matter.
So
'Cause you know
how
what,
long
Luke?
has Jim wasted trying to explain something that happened months ago that me and Bill, for example, don't even remember? So what happened was Saturday.
You
I
can't
showed
remember
up.
5 fucking minutes ago.
So
what are you talking
I
about?
showed up to do my
You
gig
can't
at
remember
Sharky's.
5 fucking minutes ago. What do you mean?
No,
Actually,
not
no.
at Sharky's.
This is funny. Let us go on
I
with this.
know.
one.
I showed up at Shipwreck Saturday.
Saturday morning.
And, it was early Saturday. And I was like, I thought it was my gig, and there was Bill. And I was like, wow. Hey, man.
I thought it was our gig. I've been on the phone with Mike going, hey, man, where the hell you at? You gonna come up here and play or what?
And so I show up, and I'm like, oh, I thought it was my Saturday. Well, do you know for sure? Well, no.
No.
So what we decided to do was just jam.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, I
we
already
played
had my
together.
shit set up, so we had a great time.
Oh,
We
no,
played.
that's great.
We had a
Hey,
good time.
listen, hey, I work well with you guys. I understand. I remember the time you said to me,
I have never fucked a whale in my life.
you
So never ever
Mike,
say that you worked a whale with
overanalyze
me.
stuff, Jim. But the reason I do this is because I overanalyze shit.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Analyzation, man.
Not anal.
Analyzation. That's what you
Analyze,
said.
not
Anal,
analyze.
You analyzed
That's-
it. You made
Either
it.
way.
That's
Fucking different.
analyzation, man.
Thank you. Good to
Night,
see
sweetheart.
you guys.
I don't know. Come on. Come on over.
Come back
friend.
when you can't stay so long.
So no. It's
Yeah,
a
I'm an
beautiful-
asshole.
It's a beautiful
Who cares?
thing. It's a beautiful thing, and I don't stop things when things don't go scripted.
He's never going
Things don't
scripted,
go
man.
scripted. I will take the fucking insults.
Have we ever had
and do
anything
that. I will take it.
scripted that ever? Like,
Yeah, it's the best thing in the world.
You know, people ask me, what's the show about? And I'm going, well, it's basically about Jim trying to keep Luke and I on topic when we get out there and start rambling.
And you
And
know
when
what?
Jim says something that just is
You
so
do,
easy
you
to
do
pick
a
on.
fucking great job at taking us off topic.
Great job.
Great job. Great job.
Oh, great. Job.
Great job. And I do a fantastic job bringing you back
Back from where?
from fucking
Wherever
the
we-
edges
wherever
of
we
the
end
fucking
up.
universe. Well, it's not you. It's him, and it works great.
What?
It's a recipe. It's a recipe for success.
Or disaster.
We cannot, I would not want two fucking clones of me.
I wouldn't either.
No, but
That
I
seriously
wouldn't
got
want-
on my nerves.
You're not like Luke, and you're not like Bill, and I'm not like Jim.
No, because you're kind of like you're from Philadelphia, man.
Oh,
What the
fuck. Don't be a cunt.
No,
Yeah,
only
Philly
cunts
boys.
come from Philadelphia, man.
Funeral school.
I'm a hillbilly.
We need to talk about funeral school. Oh my God! Do you have fraternities in funeral school?
Actually, yes, they do.
There's a fraternity.
She was in one. I
Are
wasn't
they
good
Greek-
enough to make
Are they
it.
Greek letter fraternity? Okay, we're back.
Yes,
to
they are.
Tony, the
You're
he's
shitting me.
Undertaker.
Nope.
We're talking about funeral
Oh.
school.
Now I gotta-
And Luke, you are fantastic.
Now
as
I gotta think of
always.
some good
Bring
letters
your
to come
fucking
up
mic
with.
up. We got questions.
I'm sure he's already
What-
got it. Go ahead. What's
you
the
were
best
awesome.
one?
Luke,
What
you
was the
are
question?
always- remember,
I got to
we-
come up with
we
the
always gonna
best
include you in this.
Undertaker
You are
fraternity
close on.
letter that's inappropriate.
The Undertaker preparing a letter.
No, the
need to tell
the
us.
Greek letters for Undertaker school that are inappropriate.
Well, unfortunately, I actually am not privy to that because I was never allowed into the fraternity. I wasn't good enough. So
Okay.
my wife made it in, and that's
Was
all.
she- was
That's
she
a whole
also-
nother.
Jackie
And-
was
and,
their Greek.
Well,
letter
see,
fraternity.
here's what you don't understand. When you go to Embalming College, man, there you got to take all the shit a doctor has to take.
Yep.
And in a lot
I'm
of
thinking
ways,
there's gotta be like
funeral
an alpha,
directors are
omega something.
Oh, you got to
fucking-
know about the vascular system.
Yep.
Oh, you got to know everything,
Dude,
man,
yeah.
to be a fucking
Yeah.
funeral director.
Well, the first part about the
Wasn't there like
fraternity
an
is
alpha-
weird because in most colleges you have a fraternity and a sorority. Okay, but in funeral college, because funeral colleges are not big enough,
Yeah.
they only have a fraternity and they let men and women into it.
There you go.
That
So-
was like my fraternity when I was in.
So I mean, really, what is it like? Alpha, omega, something?
Jackie.
Do you remember what the letters are for your fraternity?
Come on, tell me it's got to be alpha, omega, something.
It sounds about
I
right,
was
but
in the Greek system.
she's
right?
got the plaque hanging over her desk.
No, but it's not
She
the
holds
Greek
it over
system.
my head
It's
all
not
the
Greek
time.
System. It's more of a
So you had to have a 90 or higher to be invited, and I had an 89, and she had a 94. So
No,
don't remember your Greek
I
lettering?
would. Yeah,
I was Pilanda Phi. Pilanda Phi at Drexel. I had Pilanda Phi. They were fucking awesome.
There you go.
I was
I'll
in a
just look it up.
Jewish fraternity. I mean, it was heavily Jewish. It was definitely over 30-40% Jewish, and there were.
Oh, you already looked it up? Pi Sigma Eta.
Phi Sigma Eta?
Pi Sigma
Pi
Eta.
Sigma Eta.
Yep.
Oh, my God. Somewhat erotic. Okay.
She beat me, too, looking it up. That's probably why she was invited and I wasn't.
Okay, let's talk about some of your socials.
Do what?
Some of your socials. You have a social night. You're at funeral college.
Correct.
Okay. What night? Your Friday night. You got a big event coming up. What is it? Beer, keg, party, dance, what?
So, again, you have to remember, I was not invited to the fraternity, so I don't know.
They do have social still.
No, actually, they're pretty stiff. I mean, they're not very lively.
No pun intended?
Exactly.
Okay.
Funeral college is different. So it's all straightforward. It's business. You do a 2-year degree in a year and a half. We don't take breaks. We didn't have summer vacations. You actually had to wear a suit to school 4 out of the 5 days.
Oh, it kind of makes sense because you want to feel comfortable wearing the suit.
Correct.
And you'd have to talk. You learn how to talk to people,
Yep.
right?
The only real difference between our colleges is your parties were dead. Our parties actually had dead people at them.
You actually had.
Yeah, they had an embalming room right outside the break hall, so it was not uncommon for us to be in there eating chips and watching them do an embalming. There was glass between it, but still.
Really?
Yeah.
You ever put a drink in their hands?
No.
Don't answer. You know what?
You can't.
Don't answer.
You can't take. You can't take food and beverage.
Don't answer that question.
There are certain things we don't need to know, and that's probably one of them.
You know what?
Now,
No, but I want to know because inquiring minds want to know.
Of course.
Now, well, however, Luke and I are breaking the comprehensive bourbon ban.
So I will say, speaking of drinks, though, the best funeral was we started off. It was a biker guy, and they just loaded up his casket with beer. Sadly, after everybody paid their respects, there was nothing but empty cans in it.
Yes, that's not a problem.
Cans.
Did you pack them in ice?
Yes, we did.
Is anything
good.
sacred?
Good. Oh, hell
No.
Dude.
Why would anything be sacred, man?
Now,
really,
if
we're still trying to figure out the goddamn Egyptian fucking pyramids. We don't even know what the fuck all that shit was about. There is nothing sacred. Eventually, 10,000, 20,000 years from now, any trace of anything you left behind, anybody that's so arrogant that they think, oh, I'm going to leave my mark on this world. Bullshit. 20,000 years from now, nobody will even know who the fuck you were.
You know, it's a shame that a guy can play as an artist, a musician for years down here in the Keys, and grow as a long, luxuriant gray beard, and then when he dies, that some bartender is going to shove a bottle of Bud up his ass.
I'm dead. Who cares?
Yeah, exactly. Once you're
I'm
dead, you're
joking.
dead.
God damn it! If it's a Budweiser, somebody please smash him in the head.
Yeah,
that's
at
me.
least make
At
it.
least use some Jim Beam, a Jim Beam bottle. Jesus Christ!
I want a good. I want a good
I love
bourbon
you,
up
Luke, man.
the butt.
Let's clink our mics together. It's like our-
So, speaking
Our
about not worrying
penises.
about it when you're dead, now I didn't do this, but a guy I worked with got pulled over one time by a state trooper, and
Was he hauling a body?
No, but I did that once, and I'll tell that story next.
Right.
So, state trooper pulled him over, and he was like, "You do know where I work, right?" And the guy was like, "Well, yeah. What does that mean?" He goes, "It means the difference between you going out of this world in your boxers and going in a pink thong."
That's fucking awesome.
there
man.
you go.
Yep.
Yes, sir. Have a nice night, sir.
Yeah, he
Thank
got out
you.
of that ticket. But there was
You know what?
the office
I
manager.
wouldn't have no problem either way.
The office manager that we worked with when I,
mean,
did
at
my
that
internship.
point, you really do understand.
She would tell people
the
all the
nature of
time
the
when they got
alcohol.
rude with her, she would be like, "Listen, buddy, I'm the last guy to zip up your fly. Remember that."
My
one, too.
dad, being
Yeah.
a funeral director and bomber, blah, blah, blah. So, this is up in West Virginia, and he was delivering a body up to Ohio to be buried. And so, of course, he's hauling ass. He had the 500 cubic inch Cadillac fucking
Right.
hearse.
Which we spoke about a couple weeks ago.
And
Yeah, we talked about those.
And so it was the West Virginia Turnpike had just opened. And so what they would do is they
All 5
time
miles of it.
No, 5 miles went around the goddamn hill. It might have been 5 miles as a crow
I'm
flies,
just joking.
but
I was just joking.
it was
I was
150 miles.
It was a bad joke. I apologize.
That was actually kind of funny.
You got
True story,
it?
no
It was kind of
shit.
funny.
Thank you.
So, my dad burned the checkpoint, if you will, the toll. Oh, why are you hauling ass so fast? Because this body hasn't been bombed yet. It's there's
little
certain
rape.
religions. I forgot what religion it was. You can't embalm the body, and it had to be buried in Ohio. And
Seventh-day Adventist.
You want to smell
Jewish
it?
as well.
You know?
Jewish? Yep.
Yeah, you had to have
no,
it there,
conservative.
man.
Conservative or
Orthodox.
Orthodox.
I'm not smart enough to remember exactly what it was, but I do
Hello.
know that it really did happen. And they ended up giving my dad a pass on burning the.
Checkpoint.
Below the checkpoint.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
There you go.
So about 6 years ago, maybe 7, I had a Super Bowl party at my house for all my employees. We used to do this. This was the last year we had this because of how the employees acted.
Who was in the Super Bowl?
It was the year the Green Bay Packers won the Super Bowl.
Okay.
So however
That had
long.
to be a Brett Favre year, right?
Probably.
Aaron
No,
Rodgers.
it was Aaron Rodgers.
Rodgers.
Yeah.
I don't think Aaron ever
Aaron
got a
Rodgers
Super Bowl.
won.
Yeah.
No, did he get a Super Bowl?
Yes.
Yes, he did.
Okay,
Yep.
I'm not going to say.
So it was that year, and we get a call all the way down in Big Pine. So I walk outside. I got all my employees at the party, and I'm like, okay, we got a call. Who wants to go? Now, needless to say, this is halftime. The Super Bowl's not even over yet. Instantly, all my employees are like, yeah, it's getting late. I think we're all going to go home. So I had to call a lawyer buddy of mine who does not work for me.
The Game Smasher.
So I load him up in the van and I head south. Little did I know they all stayed at the party with my wife and watched the end of the damn Super Bowl and told me all about it when I got back. Which is why we don't have Super Bowl parties at my
You
house
all
anymore
suck.
with employees.
Oh, because
So-
you're
You
the
know
one
what's funny?
that
I
has to do
I
it.
worked at a restaurant that the only day that we were closed was Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah. So we're hauling ass down there, and those of you guys that know where the Keys,
Yeah.
they have this spot called Deer Key that you have to drive
Yeah, you got to do 25.
35 miles per hour at night,
In
45,
the daytime.
45 in the
45
daytime,
day, 35
at
at
night.
night.
So we load up the person, we get him on the road. I'm like, looking at my clock, I was like, if we haul butt right now, we can
Couple
watch
downs.
the end of it. So I didn't even think about it. I pull out onto the road. I'm doing 65, maybe 75 miles per hour through that spot through Deer Key, which has got the fences on both sides. I get pulled over, and I'm like, holy crap. So, and I usually try not to use work to get out of a ticket. But the
Why
cop,
not?
well, because, if I'm speeding, I'm speeding. It's my bad.
Yeah.
But the cop led into it. He said, what's your hurry?
When
So
you
I
got
was
a
like,
dead body in the back.
that's what I said. I was like, well, we got this guy in the back, and we got to get him on ice. And he's like, are you kidding me? So I hand him my driver's
sir.
license,
Smell him?
business card. He walks around to the back, shines a light through, sees the guy on the stretcher, comes
Thank you
back
all. Have
up,
a good night.
and he was like, are you fucking kidding me? Slow the hell down. And he threw my license and business card back in.
He said that?
Yes, because he thought he was about to get a huge ass ticket. Figure 70 in a 35. I doubled the speed limit. He should have taken my
And
ass
you're
to
in
jail.
a Cadillac, right?
I was actually in a van, so I guess that's
You know,
why.
No, they don't run the. They don't run the caddies down.
That's
there.
why you got to have a Cadillac for that.
Let's
Yeah.
not
They don't like us pulling up in those
watch
anymore.
out for admissions of guilt. Okay? I mean, that's in the past, so that's good because of the ticket. But I just want to make sure that everyone that comes on the show, when they talk, when you make an admission of guilt and a ticket doesn't rise in that ability.
Oh,
But if you admit,
We gotta talk about like statute of limitations and stuff.
Yeah, I've already
If it's in the
exceeded
No,
that.
past-
that's a good one. That's a good one. Tony, I'm just looking out for you. I love my friends. I love everyone.
I tell you what,
And
the way I
especially
look at
out for my
it,
friends.
if the police let me go, it's their fault, not mine.
No, I
Well,
especially
so
look at-
me
I
and
especially
Bill
look
were
at-
clicking glasses there because we're on the
Comprehensive
official
bourbon
ban.
ban.
Well, I got it.
And we're breaking our bourbon
We're
ban.
breaking the comprehensive bourbon ban.
No,
Luckily,
not just
neither
for
of
you,
our
for
wives
us,
listen
man.
to this show.
Okay, good. They don't know technology. Okay. Oh, yeah.
I was just looking back.
Okay. Tony.
Yeah, we both been bitched at from both halves of our better halves about we're not allowed to drink bourbon together.
You know what? I got to thank both. And we're not close to being done, but I want to thank everyone here. Being able to do 2 shows today allows us on August 22nd.
2 shows. That sounds like an Indian name. Here's 2 shows.
2 shows.
2 shows. Oh,
He
well,
falls
that's
off
fine.
the horse, then he shits
That-
his pants. That's 2 shows in one.
Man with
That-
bucket of water.
No, that's
2 dogs fucking.
I was gonna say, Luke, that's like that joke. 2 dogs hung
There
up.
we
You know
go.
that one, right?
2
Oh,
dogs.
yeah.
The
2
Indian
dogs
guy.
fighting. I would love to be called 2 dogs fighting.
or
Well, I always heard the joke is 2 dogs
sniffing
hung
each
up.
other's ass, you know. But whatever you want to call it. But I got to thank.
2 dogs fighting. Yes.
I really do appreciate you guys. They were so
Guys.
kind to do it.
You guys. Use guys.
Use guys doing it. That-
Y'all.
So the way we
we're-
Oh,
say, hey,
y'all.
appreciate
August
y'all
22nd,
hanging out.
Oh,
doing our
y'all.
100
100th
episode.
There you go.
And that
100,
you
that's-
guys are very kind,
You know,
and supportive.
if-
and I
E.G.
couldn't have done these shows without them, and we
The
will
extra
be
testicle.
able to.
If we work this right, we could probably get like the whole Key Billy's plus Luke
He said
Glenn
whole.
stupid shit going on.
I would love that. I would fucking love
You
that.
talk
I'd love
to Kat-
get Cody and you and Luke
And
then
Mike.
Go and do it an hour and a half. Do an hour and a half show. Have the music. Get this place filled up. Do the fucking show. Get it. And
There
then
you
we go into our. I like to call it our 3rd millennium because it's not millennium because it's only 100. Be a second centennial.
Centennial. There you go.
Second centennial.
Well, yeah.
In the beginning of the centennial.
Work it out. Work it out with the
How about
bosses and
just the
stuff,
first
and we'll do that shit.
anniversary?
First anniversary.
Anniversary.
Centiversary.
Okay. You know, you got a pretty mouth.
Hey, boy.
You got a pretty mouth.
Anybody tell you got the
Squeal
kind
like
of
pig.
ears I'd like to hold on
Yeah,
to
you
while
do.
you suck
You
my
do.
dick?
You know that, boy.
I saw the worst thing on Facebook talking about that. It was a no trespassing sign. It says if you get caught on this property, violators will be hogtied and told they have a pretty mouth.
What? You told you have a pretty mouth? I'm going to chase you up a hill and throw acorns at your anus.
Yeah, well, I'm smart enough to run downhill where fucking a bull can't run.
There you go.
What the fuck does that mean?
Bulls don't
Really,
run
you ain't
downhill,
never-
man. They
they-
fucking boom, 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 ass over tea kettle.
Four-legged animals can't chase you downhill. You're
Seriously.
on straight
Why would
down
a
the hill?
bull chase you anyway?
Well, if you
Because
kick
that's
them
what
in the
bulls do.
balls, that's what they're going to do.
They chase you uphill?
Uphill.
Not
yeah.
downhill, but they'll chase
But,
you.
I mean,
Round
but a
hill.
bear, what about a bear?
A
bear will
can't
eat
even
your
chase you
ass.
downhill.
Bear would chase you down.
No, there's no any four-legged animal.
Yeah,
can't
they do.
chase you
They do
on
tend to
four
go
legs.
ass over tea kettle. But yeah, no, I learned that at an early age. And
So, wait. All you're saying is what you're saying
if
is
you're
a
getting
bull.
chased by a bovine, and you know the difference between a cow and a bull, right?
Yeah, horns.
No,
No.
the ones that's fucking
Or
chasing.
otters?
No, the ones that's fucking chasing you is a bull.
Correct.
It don't matter if it's a fucking dairy cow or
Cow
whatever.
chase me, man, because I got a fucking.
Because he's a Yankee. I mean, he's a city boy.
If you got if you got fucking 1,500 pounds of beef chasing you and it's got an udder, it doesn't matter if it's a bull, cow, whatever. It's still going to
That's
roll your
utter
ass.
nonsense.
Yes, but see, we're
Get it?
hillbillies, and
Get it?
It's a good one.
If 1,500 pounds of quality beef is chasing me, I'm gonna find a way to fucking kill that motherfucker.
Yeah,
and eat
growing up, we used to have signs on the fences where the bullpens were. It says, you better be able to make it across this pasture in 7 seconds because the bull
Bull
can make
do
in
it in 7.2.
Yeah.
7 seconds? I
Yeah.
like it.
I always like
I see the
the.
same thing with the dog warning
That's
sign.
why I love. I mean, like I'm a city boy, but I still have some.
I always love the one about the.
He's really prissy, man.
I always love
I'm
the one
not a
about the FBI guy
I said prissy.
Oh,
out with the
prissy. I'm not a
rancher
prissy.
going,
I thought you
I
said
need to
pussy.
check out your south pasture. And the rancher's going, well, you can't go down there. And FBI's going,
just
well,
irritating.
hell yes, I can go anywhere I
Like,
want. This man
oh,
says I can.
Do I
Well,
look
very
irritated?
well. Guy walks down there. Next
love
thing you
you,
know,
man.
he's
You know
screaming,
that.
I
yelling,
don't know. I
running
pull
around,
down
going,
my
hell,
pants
there's a
and I
bull
show you a
down
lot of
here.
irritated.
And the
parts.
rancher goes, show him
It's
your
just about the
bed.
touch
Yep.
medicated-
God
Show me
damn
your
it.
badge.
I need the tux medicated pads.
Oh my
bad.
god, he's talking about his ass again.
Of course, man. Dude, if you're a musician
I'm
and
gonna
you
get
have
guys in
hemorrhoids,
such fucking good shape. You're younger than me. You should be.
No, wait. I thought we discovered that Bill and I are actually a little bit older than you.
No, I'm
no,
old. I'm the
no,
oldest. I'm
he
the
is-
fucking oldest.
he's like 7 months older.
No shit.
Yeah.
I know. Isn't that fucking
I
amazing?
know, it's horrible.
It's amazing how I can't remember a goddamn thing.
Well, I don't know if that's amazing.
No, it's not amazing. But you guys,
And I didn't
believe it
even
or not,
smoke-
at
well, I
whatever
did
age,
smoke weed
you
today.
could get in better shape no matter what. And I'm not doing that.
It sounds like one of those Beachbody
I'm in the
commercials.
shape of butter right now.
Beach body. No,
Like
it's not about
P90X.
fucking body. It's about.
I'm in the shape of butter right now.
You guys are
Round.
awesome. You know what? You are better than average shape. Than your age.
Pear is a shape.
You're
No,
strong.
that's not true.
I'm
You're
pear-shaped.
strong. Bill's strong.
Vladimir
Luke's
Putin
strong.
and Comrade Trump are in better shape than I am.
Well, I could fucking beat Vladimir Putin.
I don't know,
I-
Comrade
There you go.
Putin,
I-
man,
you know
he
what?
looks pretty
Physically-
good on that horseback without a
I
fucking
can beat his ass.
top
I can
on,
beat.
man.
I can beat that motherfucker's
And
ass.
oh, we forgot,
I
man.
can beat
Fucking
that motherfucker's
Comrade
ass.
Comrade
Yes.
Trump said
But
he
can
could
you
beat
win a
the
rigged
shit out of
election?
somebody too.
Give me the kind of controls he has. I might be able to.
There you go.
I think I'd be able to manipulate if you give me.
You know the difference
Who's
between
Comrade
Putin
Trump?
and Hillary, right?
I don't. Hey, it's not about. Putin
It might
and
be
Hillary. I'm
crooked
just
Hillary.
saying.
No,
It
no,
might be
it's
crooked Hillary,
manipulation.
but it's
my
traitor Trump.
manipulation skills.
It's
I'd
it's
be
still a
able
funny
to-
joke. The difference between Putin
I know. I
and
understand.
Hillary.
I'd be able to do what I had to do. I appreciate the skills he had.
Who?
Putin.
Oh, Putin is goddamn KGB. What the fuck, man?
No, but I think I'm.
He's better than the KGB. He's got Russian mob.
I
Which
mean,
is a
oh no, he's
combination
Russian
of-
mob. Yes,
I
he
know.
is.
That's
How
a
the fuck-
combination.
That's why it's
How do we
Comrade
get-
Trump.
How the fuck?
That's
we
a
get-
combination
Comrade Trump can call her crooked Hillary all he
far we
wants,
are.
but he's actually traitor Trump. Traitor Trump
Let's
doesn't.
not get.
Sorry.
You know, it's weird for
Traitor
me to
Trump.
say this.
Traitor
'cause
Trump.
I agree with
Traitor. Hashtag Traitor Trump.
you, Luke. I agree with you, man. But we can't
Hashtag
do that.
Comrade Trump.
We can't make it like that. because
Hashtag Comrade Trump.
we're not that kind of show.
I know. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. He's
You
a
notice I
goddamn
didn't cut you
traitor.
off.
He's a
You know-
piece of shit. Fuck you.
I didn't know.
Anybody that likes that
I didn't know.
cocksucker is a dumb motherfucker.
You're funny, man.
They don't
I
have
know.
the brain
No,
power
control
that
the
it takes to
soundboard.
make
You're
a
in
fucking
control of the
battery work.
soundboard.
I'm not going to cut him
I am
off.
happy. Let him go. Dance. Do your fucking dance, man. I love it.
I'm not cutting him off. Unfortunately,
what? I'm not a coward. I agree with
unfortunately,
you.
I can't disagree with him too much about the whole Trump-Russia thing because
He is a
that was just
he
fucked
is
up.
he's
Holy
a
fuck,
traitor.
how are we doing?
Traitor Trump.
That was
Hashtag
all
Traitor
fucked up.
Trump.
I told you that.
Hashtag
Oh,
Traitor
fuck.
Trump.
We're all shaking hands on this one, man.
Like I
We're all
said,
shaking hands.
That was all
okay,
fucked up.
motherfuckers. If you're listening to this and you agree with the other one, then you know
You got
Doesn't matter.
some
A traitor
wild
is a
ass
traitor.
libertarian conservative telling you
don't listen to us
when he
because
went
we're-
over there,
we're,
he was fucked up about
we
that.
Are,
Mark,
we are fucking pro-American.
good seeing you, Chief.
Hey, listen, you saw what
Next time you need to come on.
have us there. But if you'd like to,
We got our buddy Mark from Pilot House over here.
we're gonna go. We might go to another place if you'd like to. I didn't say where it was, but I would be happy to do that. Okay.
Oh.
I'll talk to you.
I ruined that surprise.
What the fuck
I
was
introduced
that?
our buddy.
You already?
Oh,
okay.
yeah, and I already introduced him.
Now, you see how this happened? Okay. So, this is Jim the Keys bartender. I'd like to thank everyone for listening to our second fucking show. It's 94 and whatever we called it, Cucumber.
Cucumber.
The Cucumber. Who's this beautiful lady here? Oh, this is Rich's wife.
Cucumber.
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 Didn't you call it Cucumber?
That was, and there's
There we go.
Bernie.
Oh, that's Bernie.
Bernie's
Bernie.
got work done and everything.
Okay.
What was
Well,
that?
they
That
should-
was Spinal Tap.
what?
You ever seen the movie Spinal Tap?
Oh yeah, where they wrapped up the cucumber in the
aluminum foil
aluminum
and sets
foil
up
stuck
a
in his
metal
pants.
metal detector.
Luke, Bill, You guys were freaking amazing.
I just realized I don't even have a ride home. Where's my wife? She's not even here.
I
God
guess I
damn.
can drive home.
And now I gotta go see my puppy dog because my puppy dog's the only thing that makes me feel better than being sold out by a goddamn cocksucker that's a goddamn communist in fucking sheep's clothing that's fucking American ass
he's
and
not a
that sits there
communist.
and claims about fake news. That motherfucker is nothing but fake news.
Okay.
I'm
There you go.
sorry,
It's
I'll
weird.
shut
It's
up.
weird that I have to backwalk someone I agree with.
I will not backwalk any of that.
No, but
I'm
I agree
telling
with
you.
I agree with you. I agree with
He's
you.
a traitor. Traitor Trump. Hashtag Traitor Trump.
Okay. I'm more of like my buddy Bill. I love you, Luke. I agree with you. But you know what? If you're still on the fucking fence, now, you don't know.
Nobody
it'll all
ever
get
really
rolled
knows,
up, and
but-
it'll be gone in the next news cycle. Nobody will remember that shit.
Yeah, that's right.
I hate that. You know, that's what I hate about the current political atmosphere. It's the scandal of the day. That's all that rolls through. Bing, 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 bing. Nobody looks at long-term performance anymore.
So what?
I'm sorry, man. No long-term performance does not include selling America to goddamn Vladimir Putin.
No,
which Trump,
No, Bill's
No,
on
this-
board.
this-
Bill's on board.
I'm on
sorry.
board with this. No, this is
Bill's on board with this.
this
What-
is that
what
whole
they're saying,
thing. It
like,
started from the get-go on that, and it's just like, dude, really, enough.
Now, there's a hardcore 34% that are firmly in the thing.
No, there's
Well,
a
dude,
lot
we
of
did-
goddamn undereducated Americans they planned on undereducating to make them
Don't worry
believe
about
into
it,
somebody
man.
like
We're
Trump can say
gonna
fake news, fake news.
Now,
He is
where,
fake
where Jim
news.
will still freak out is I will still vote for him next election cycle just to get more conservative judges on board.
I would vote for crooked Hillary before I would vote for traitor Trump.
Oh,
any day.
no, I will still vote for the Republican candidate just to get
Well, it
more.
doesn't matter, Bill. They're still against. There's still plenty of people that will vote against Trump.
Okay. Jim's getting a little bit of skin there. Luke?
Still, I will say I would vote for a crooked Hillary long before I would vote for a traitor Trump. Trump is a traitor.
Yes.
Okay.
Luke, it's time to wrap it up. You got
Okay,
any final
let's wrap
thoughts
it up. This
besides
is Jim Moran, the Keys
Hey,
bartender.
peace and love. I hope you have funny bunny rabbit dreams. I hope you scratch your own fucking ball sack for yourself. I hope that you get to touch your wife in an impure manner.
Woo!
This is Jim, the Keys bartender. I'm going to turn it over to Bill Wissinger. Please,
If
stay
it doesn't
tuned.
rain before we see you again,
May all your showers be golden.
Rain, rain, rain.
well, that's not what I was expecting.
That's a
That's not
Beatles
it.
song, man.
I know.
Oh, I always
it's
wanted
his
if
line.
we don't see it before
Hey.
mating season, fuck you. If we don't see it before it rains, we all your showers be golden. Actually, if we don't see it before it rains and you're a Trump voter, piss on
Piss
you.
on you.
Hey, if you can't come,
See a doctor.
Hey,
I like that.
don't let your meatloaf.
There you go.
Hey, don't let your kumquat. Hey, drink a lot, drive fast, never wear seatbelts, never use condoms, cook bacon, naked, run with knives, text while driving, sex while you're naked and shit. Shit, I fucked up.
Unprotected
All right,
sex.
Whatever.
There you go.
Fuck y'all. I don't care anyway. Love you.
Fucking awesome.
Thank you all so much. We do appreciate you all hanging out with us. We will see you next Tuesday for episode 95. And we do
As an
appreciate...
excuse, though, man, I really have been up since 3 o'clock this morning.
Oh, there you go.
And shit, driving a cab and blah, blah, blah. Shut up. I'll shut up.
You don't have to shut up. It's just
There you go. Thank you all so much. We do appreciate you tuning in, and we will catch you next time. We're getting up close to episode 100, and we're going to have a good old time for episode 100. So y'all make sure y'all tune in. Thank you so much.